Yep, so on the Aquatic Center, I think the demand is clearly there in the community, that when you look at the rising school population, the rising young people, we've also got a rising population on the upper end of the age spectrum in Arlington as well. And there's clearly demand, and that shows itself in a couple of ways. It shows itself in the wait lists for swim classes, which have doubled in just the last 3 years. It shows itself anecdotally if you try and go to one of our 3 high school pools. So the demand is clearly there in the community, and people want it. The question is, at what price and what should be in it. So I think the manager made the right decision in terms of pulling back when the bids came in too high beyond what had been allocated for the project. That it is a good time and warrants another look to say, are there elements of it that can be pulled out? Are there costs that can be pulled out to get it back into the sort of the financial realm that voters have approved and supported, and that we can't give that project or any other project a blank check. But the investments we made in that park, as an example in the playing fields, have created from a brownfield to sites now that are heavily used as a playground area, as recreational fields for soccer and lacrosse and everything else. So we're putting that to good use. The question is on the next phase of it, can we, and we do need to, pull some of the costs out before we move forward, and to look at it in the context of our other community priorities. So, as we're laying out, and I've said, this 10-year plan for our schools, which I think is the biggest challenge, we need to match it up and say, okay, is this the right time, or do we need to hold off on that while we make other investments in our schools to meet this growing rapid demand in school population?